I woke up one morning, I was homeless, I was an alcoholic, I had a 3-year-old daughter, and I was really struggling. I was in a really bad place. So I pretty much was at my rock bottom. So I was really involved in Celebrate Recovery at this point, and they had a meeting out here. So I came out to the meeting, and there I met Joel Beck and Michael Beck. And I didn't know at this point that they were pastors. I thought that they were just some other, recovering people. And it was cool. I really liked them both. But then Michael invited me to a what he called this fresh expression. And I had no idea what that meant. It just sounded cool. And he had told me that they went to the Mexican restaurant and they did Bible study. That was my first fresh expression, was at Bibles and Burritos. And there I really, after all this time of trying to find myself and trying to find those leaders that really wanted to invest in me, and all this time of, not really knowing what love was, sitting around that table, that's where I felt love. And I think that was the first time ever in my life that I felt loved. And these people were total strangers to me. They didn't even know me. I only knew Michael and Jill. I'd only met them a couple of times. But just out of nowhere, here were these strangers, and they were just accepting me, and they were loving on me, and buying me dinner, and they were loving on my daughter that really had never received that love either, because I didn't know how to give it to her either. This church family loved on me more, and they became this family that I never had. And I got really, really, really close to Pastor Mike and Pastor Jill, and they became my parents, my surrogate parents, I guess you would say. And then not only that, but they became those leaders that I never had in my life. I go to them all, so I don't just go to Bibles and Burritos now. I go to Faithfully Fit, I go to Paul's of Praise, I go to Tattoo Parlor Church. That one's almost my favorite, but I will always have a love for Bibles and Burritos. We just have all these things to be involved in, and for me and my spiritual growth, I've learned that for me to grow, I have to be involved and I have to keep going. These fresh expressions, God really used them to save my life, and it's been more than one occasion. I've struggled with depression my whole life, and it's been cool to be able to just step into these different environments, and it kind of brings me out of a hole, I guess. And I never saw my potential before until I came here, and I had so many people telling me you have so much more than what you're doing. So now I'm going to be starting a new fresh expression, I hope, with kids. I'm in college again, gonna finish this time. I have 2 beautiful babies, I have a job, I'm stable in my spiritual walk now. That was something that I had never had before. I know I'm just putting one step in front of the other, and I'm growing and I'm growing and I'm growing. And I have to say, I owe all of that to this fresh expression.